Hey, fifth grade, here is your video for the week of February 22nd. We're going to be doing more adding fractions this week and some standardized testing review. So for Monday, we're going to do more adding fractions. So we're going to be on page 125. I have to use my online book for this, so just bear with me as I'm kind of going back and forth. Let's do a couple to practice. Let's do 1/3 plus 2/3 plus 5/9. So for this one, we're adding 3 fractions, and that's going to get us used to what we're going to be doing later on this week when we add mixed numbers. When you do these, if you have one like this, 9, I know that I can make that 3 into that 9. So there's really no need for me to list out all my multiples when I can go ahead and change it over. So we're going to change 1/3 into something over 9 and 2/3 into something over 9. We don't have to do that to 5/9, it's already done. 3 times 3 is 9. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. 2 times 3 is 6. So now I have 3/9 plus 6/9 plus 5/9. Remember, they have to be all the same denominator, and I add across the top. Do not add the bottom. So 5 plus 6 is 11, 12, 13, 14 ninths. Now, I wish we could leave it like that. It'd be a lot easier, but we can't leave it like that. We have to make it into a mixed number. So we do 9 into 14. 9 goes into 14 one time. 14 minus 9 is 5. That's my whole number. That's my numerator. That's my denominator. We get 1 and 5/9. So super simple. We did not have to reduce on this one. It was already kind of reduced for us, but if you need to reduce, then you have to reduce. So let's do another one. Let's do 1/5 plus 1/10 plus 3/5. Now, as you see on this one, I have that 10 right there. I can change 1/5 to equal something over 10 and 3/5 to equal something over 10. 5 times 2 is 10. 3 times 2 is 6. 5 times 2 is 10. 1 times 2 is 2. In red, I'm going to rewrite all of the ones I'm going to add. I'm going to add 2/10 plus 6/10 plus 1/10. Okay? 6 plus 2 is 8 plus 1 is 9 over 10. You can't reduce it anymore, so I'm done. These are really pretty simple. They're not hard at all. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do 3/4 plus 3/8 plus 1/8. That one's easy. I can change the 4 into something over 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 3 times 2 is 6. So now I have 6/8 plus that 3/8 I already had at the top plus the 1/8. I didn't have to do anything with those. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 eighths. And in a perfect world, we could leave it that way, but we can't. 8 goes into 10 one time. 8 times 1 is 8. 10 minus 8 is 2. Whole number is 1. 2 is my numerator. 8 is my denominator. This is not reduced. You need to reduce it further. So I'm going to divide by 2. 1. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 8 divided by 2 is 4. So that's how we're going to solve this one. Give me just a second to get to the next one. So that is a whole lot of work, but unfortunately, that's what it has to be. Let's do one more, and then I'm going to let you guys do some classwork. Let's do 1/4 plus 1/12 plus 1/3. Now, I can change them both over to 12, so let's do that. 1/4 equals something over 12. 1/3 equals something over 12. 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. So in green, I'm going to rewrite all of the ones I'm going to add. 1/12 plus 3/12 plus 4 twelfths. So 4, 5, 6, 7 equals 8 twelfths. Now you should be able to see by now that you cannot leave this. You have to reduce it. So I'm going to divide by the biggest number that I can divide both 8 and 12 by, which is 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So 2/3 is my final answer. So I'm going to let you guys work on this. Tomorrow we're going to move on to adding mixed numbers. We're going to skip the next little lesson about estimating. We're not going to do that. So we're going to move on. I'm looking real quick to adding mixed numbers, which is lesson 4. So your Monday Shobi work is up. There is homework tonight in your workbook. And I'll see you Tuesday for adding mixed numbers. All right, Tuesday video. Today we're going to be on page 131. We're going to add mixed numbers. Adding mixed numbers is going to be the same as adding fractions, except you have a whole number to add. So on page 131 and 130, sorry, I think we're actually going to be on 130 first. An architect makes the scale drawing shown. What is the total height of the house in the drawing? The equation 3 2/5 plus 4 3/10 represents the situation. To add the mixed numbers with fractions unlike denominators, find the LCD, rename the fractions, add the fractions, then add the whole number, write the sum in simplest form. It's really pretty easy. So what we're going to do is isolate these fractions and add them first. I see that 10 can be my LCD here. So we're going to change 2/5 to equal something over 10. 2 times 2 is 4. So now we have 4/10 plus 3/10. 4 plus 3 is 7 over 10. So we have that as our fraction. Then we have to add our whole numbers. 3 plus 4, which equals 7. So 7 7/10 is your answer there. Okay, so all you're doing is adding the fraction, and then you're going to add the whole numbers as well. So let's do a couple that they give you. One they give you is 5 5/12 plus 2 1/4. On this one, we can change that 4 to equal something over 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. 1 times 3 is 3. So now I have 5/12 plus 3/12. 5 plus 3 is 8 over 12. That should be an equal sign, sorry. 5 plus 2 is 7. So I have 7 8/12. However, I can't leave it that way. I'm going to divide them both by 4. 8 divided by 4 is 2. 12 divided by 4 is 3. So my final answer is 7 2/3. Okay. Now, let's try some. Let me figure out what you're going to do today. Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do 9 1/6 plus 2 3/4. Now look at 6 and 4. I don't have one where I can do 4 times something equals 6. However, I do know that the LCD can be 12. So let's do 1/6 equals something over 12 and 3/4 equals something over 12. We're going to change them over to have a like denominator. 6 times 2 is 12. 1 times 2 is 2. 4 times 3 is 12. 3 times 3 is 9. So now I have 2/12 plus 9/12. 9 plus 2 is 11 twelfths. 9 over here plus 2 is 11. So we get 11 and 11/12. Okay? So that's how you would add. I'm going to do one more, and then I'm going to let you try some on your own. Let's do 4 1/3 plus 7 1/6. I know that I can change that 3 over to 6. So 1/3 equals something over 6. 3 times 2 is 6. 1 times 2 is 2. So now I have 2/6 plus 1/6 equals 3/6. 7 plus 4 is 11, so I get 11 and 3/6, but it's not simplified. I can do 3 divided by 3, 3 divided by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, 6 divided by 3 is 2, you get 11 and a half. So when you're reducing, I know a lot of you are struggling with that, you have to remember that you have to divide by the same number on the top and the bottom. You're going to pick the biggest factor that you can divide them both by. I always start with the top one and see, okay, I can do 3 divided by 3. Can I do 6 divided by 3? Won't always work that way, but you can try. All right, so this is what you're going to do for Tuesday and Wednesday. Let me look real quick. Thursday, you're going to have a little quiz. So this is Tuesday's video, and I'm going to see you back for Wednesday. We'll practice a little more. All right, Wednesday's video, we're going to do more adding with mixed numbers today. So what if I gave you one like this, 8 1/6 plus 4/5? This one only has one whole number. So I'm going to change 1/6 to equal something over 30, because 30 is my LCD. 4/5 to equal something over 30. 6 times 5 is 30. 1 times 5 is 5. 5 times 6 is 30. 4 times 6 is 24. Now I get 24 plus 5 is 29 over 30. And then we just leave this lonesome 8 down here, and we get 8 and 29/30. Can't reduce it anymore. When you have one like that where it's 29 over 30 or 3 over 4 or two numbers that are right next to each other, you don't have to reduce them. Okay, let's try another one. 3 5/12 plus 1/3. So this time I can change that 3 into something over 12. 1/3 equals something over 12. 3 times 4 is 12. 1 times 4 is 4. So now I get 5/12 plus 4/12 equals 9/12. 3 plus nothing equals 3, and 9/12. Now I have to reduce. I know that I can divide 9 by 3, and I can also divide 12 by 3. 9 divided by 3 is 3. 12 divided by 3 is 4. I get 3 3/4. Okay, so you're going to practice some more of this today, and I'll see you back here for Thursday. There's not much to it. It's just more of this. All right, Thursday and Friday. So Thursday, you're going to do a quiz. It's just going to be adding fractions, adding regular fractions, and adding mixed numbers. All of them came from classwork, so you should be pretty well prepared for it. On Friday, we're going to do testing review. Now for this, I'm not going to make a video part for it and walk you through it. I want to see what you can do on your own. I'm not going to be able to help you during testing. You're going to have to be able to do it on your own. I'm going to check it when you're done, and I'll be able to show you which ones you got wrong. But only for Friday, it's just testing review. We're not going to do the adding fractions for this one. So that's pretty much it. This whole week is just adding fractions and mixed numbers. If you have any questions, let me know.